Good morning, students. In the previous class, we were discussing the expression for electric field on the axis of electric dipole. Okay, and this is important for 5 marks questions. You have to take the two charges plus q and minus q separated by some distance equal to 2a that forms a dipole. O is the center of the dipole, therefore the distance from each charge from center will be a and a. Total distance will be 2a. Dipole moment and which we consider dipole with charges plus q is a plus q comma minus q and the separation 2a. This 2a is also called the length of the dipole. And dipole moment P is equals to 2aq directed from minus q to plus q. Dipole moment P is from minus to plus. Let E axis is electric field or electric intensity we can call on the axis at a distance r. At this point, not O, please, O already we are taking here, so better take this point as A. Any other symbol you can take, but same symbol we mentioned it later. At point A, we consider at this point the field is E axis, this is axial line. So this is nothing but equal to axis of the dipole. Axial dipole also called as the axial line. So this axial line, on this axial line, at distance equal to R from center of the dipole, O, this is R. At this point A, on this axis, the electric field is resultant electric field is E axis. But at this point, we have the influence of the plus q and also minus q. Electric field because of plus q is m from plus charge to positive charge, and because of minus is towards negative charge. Therefore, but plus q is very close to this point A, field is stronger. Less distance, more stronger field, because the distance comes to the denominator as a square. And minus q is farther from A, therefore the field is weaker than that of the field due to the plus q. So plus q electric field is even right side, E to E is towards left side because of minus q towards negative charge. So resultant field you have to take here E1 minus E2. E1 is better than E2, therefore resultant field will be E1 minus E2, and in the direction of the resultant field in the direction of the larger vector, that is E1. So E axis will be away from the positive charge vector. Away from the positive, instead of saying what we have mentioned is E axis is parallel to P, means dipole moment is from minus to plus in this direction. So E axis and P in the same direction. We mentioned as a P cap also, P bar we can mention as P bar or P cap. This P cap indicates what is unit vector direction of capital. So this is the plus Q vector means the same direction, minus Q vector means in the opposite directions. So electric field to the single charge, each separate charge should take the electric field to single charge at point A, electric field to plus Q, only one single charge if you consider. E1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R minus A. This distance is R, but this distance I want. This A. So R minus A is this distance. R minus A. You don't have to mention the diagram, but you have to be careful while deriving the examination. R minus A square. What is the direction? Along plus P. You can say the plus P, or you can also mention F from positive charge. Next is electric field due to second next point. Electric field due to minus Q negative charge is E2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon minus Q by R plus A whole square. Along minus P. This direction is opposite to P. So E2 is left side, but dipole moment is right side in the opposite direction. E1 is greater than E2. Why? Because E1 R minus A coming in the denominator, here R plus A coming. Therefore, this E1 will be greater than that of E2. And also in the opposite direction. Vector from if you take their opposite vectors magnitude I mentioned here. So E1 vector magnitude is more than that of E2 magnitude, and E1 is opposite to E2, opposite directions. Therefore, net electric field at the point which we can take it as Ex equal to E1 minus E2. You can put the magnitude also, or you can take direction also. Direct means vector form you can take or magnitude form you can take. Does not matter because same direction E1 plus E2 magnitude and vector form is 0. Theta is 0. Same direction parallel is theta is 0, and resultant field will be electric field. The sum of the two vectors you can take in vector form with bar or magnitude also. Vector sum is equal to magnitude sum if theta is 0, but here opposite direction is theta is 180 degrees. When it is 180 degrees, you can directly take the magnitude separation is equals to vector separate difference E1 minus E2 is the resultant field. So what is the resultant field substitution you have to take? Net field E net becomes equal to E axis is the resultant field. And in your textbook they mentioned E1 and E2 as this is because of the plus Q, not compulsory to mention, because already mentioned here it's not necessary to mention here. This is because of plus 2 here mentioned as instead of 2 E2 they mentioned a minus 2. But I mentioned on outside it's not necessary to mention here. But you have to be careful with that answer. R plus A which you are taking, R minus A where you are taking. So E axis is resultant field. E axis is nothing but equal to E1 minus E2. So the values E1 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r minus a square minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q mod. Minus q mod also becomes equal to plus 4. Modulus if you are taking is magnitude, you don't consider this negative sign anymore. This is going to be r plus a whole square. Taking the common terms out, we can get e axis equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q, magnitude of q, into 1 by r minus a square plus 1 by r plus a square. So this minus sign, so we take that minus. And then further we can write this as q by 4 pi epsilon naught into LCM we take this multiplication r minus a into r plus a whole square we can take. Whole square, and here comes r plus a square minus r minus a square. Expanding it further, denominator is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square denominator, and again square is there, means this part is a square minus b square whole square, and numerator becomes equal to this a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus r a square plus b square minus 2ab. So result e axis equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into numerator value is a square plus b square plus 2ab r square plus a square plus 2ra minus r square plus a square minus 2ra by a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, r square minus whole square. In the numerator, this minus is taken to the bracket, it becomes minus r square minus a square plus 2r. E axis equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Into this is r square plus a square plus 2ra minus r square minus a square plus 2ra by r square minus a square whole square. This numerator part we can cancel r square plus r square minus r square, a square, a square. Remaining is 2ra plus 2ra is 4ra. So e axis equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2ra by r square minus a square whole square. This is the problem. This in what direction we are taking this nothing but equal to in the direction of e1, means in the direction of p. But we have the 2aq. In this you can separate it 2aq, 2 into a into q. What is 2aq? We have taken is p. So this we can replace as 2p. 2aq is nothing but equal to p we can take. So this is 2r plus 2r is 4r. Sorry, this is nothing but equal to 2r plus 2r is 4r. 4r I can separate as 2 into 2. 4r I can separate as 2 into 2. So for the right, this is equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2 into 2 a separate into 2r by r minus a equal to a square whole square. This one 4 I am writing as a 2 into 2. So 2a into 2r is 4ar. In this second I will separate 2a into q. What is 2a? Q is dipole moment. Take it as 2pr. Therefore e axis is equals to 2p, p is 2p into r by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square minus a square whole square. Direction we have to mention, this is along p plus p in the direction. We can also mention this in vector comments. Wherever P is there, we can write as if P axis bar means P bar also we can take, or we multiply with the P cap, or we can multiply with the R cap with the position vector. But R, I mean, numerator we can take as the P bar itself. Along P bar here, P bar we can take. Okay. This expression you need to remember directly. But problems will not be answered based on this formula. This formula you have to remember. Direction also you need to remember. And we have to take the approximate formula for this. Approximate formula means what if you have taken a short dipole? It's called the point size dipole. You take the water molecule. Water molecules are dipoles. Water molecule is H2O. H plus minus plus. This is a dipole. But the distance between these two dipole, this length of the dipole is in angstrom units. Length of this bond. But the hydrogen oxygen is very, very small. I want electricity because the water molecule outside I want. So when I am measuring this water taken in the container, I want the electricity outside. When I want to the electricity outside means the distance I am taking from these dipoles is very large. Means it may be meters. Even in centimeters of centimeter compared to angstrom is very large. When the distance is very, very large compared to the size of the dipole or length of the dipole, then we call it as a point of dipole or called as short dipole. For short dipole, we take R very large compared to A. So these meters, this is in centimeters or millimeters. Then A square is negative compared to R. When it is negative, it becomes equal to R square minus A square is R square only. R square to the power of 2 becomes R to the power of 4. R by R to the power of 4 becomes equal to R cube in the denominator comes. That's called a short dipole. Based on that problem only we will be asking the problems. This derivation you need to practice, and you have to write the next step what I am going to do also. Next point is fifth one. For short dipole, example called as a point dipole or point size dipole. R is much greater than 8. R is much greater than 8. What are you finding the field is not between the charges, please. These expressions are for outside the charge of the electric dipole, not between the charges. Expressions. R is much greater than 8. So what about the expression for where it is? Therefore, E axis and as and R square minus A square is approximately equal to R square unit. Therefore, on the axis, E axis becomes approximate form of this becomes equal to 2PR by 4 pi epsilon into R square minus A square is R square means R to the power of 4. It is 2PR by 4 pi epsilon into R to the power of 4. Well, R cancels out, comes out to the cube. Therefore, E axis is equals to 2PR cancels, R cancels, so it is approximately equal to 2P minus 4 pi epsilon into R cube. Direction along plus P bar plus P cap. And then top form E axis is equals to 2B bar is a positive sign by 4 pi epsilon into R cube. They may ask you in vector forms. So this becomes a and important relation is related to the electrical distance. In the force formula, force inversely proportional to R cube you will take. And electric will also force is inversely proportional to R square. Inversely proportional. Electric will also inversely proportional to R square for the single charge. But if you take the dipole, on the axis, electricity is inversely proportional to R cube. So here we will get the relation as E axis is inversely proportional to R cube. And directly proportional to dipole moment. More dipole moment, more electric fields. Inversely proportional to R cube. That means if R is doubled, 2R cube means 8 it becomes. Electric field becomes equal to 1 by 8. For single charge, R square means 1 by 4 it becomes if R is doubled. Here it becomes equal to 1 by 8 it becomes. If the examination, your derivation you have to do up to up to the vector form. This point is not considered point, is up to this point for the direction for 5 marks question. Approximate formula and vector form. Writing vector form is not actually compulsory. If writing is better. Otherwise, you can write up to this also. Exact formula and the approximate formula. And problems will be given mostly based on the approximate formula. And inverse proportional to RP is for approximate formula. And what is that dipole called as a short dipole or point size dipole? Point dipole or point size dipole. R is much greater than that of A. This is one derivation. Expression for electric field is the second point related to the 5 marks question for electric field on the equatorial plane of dipole. Expression for electric field intensity activities, electric field on the equatorial plane or equatorial line. It's also called the perpendicular bisector, one and the same place. Electric fields on the equatorial line or equatorial plane of dipole. We represent the symbol as E, equator, or just EQ we mentioned, or the equator equatorial. It is also called as a perpendicular bisector. Two charges, electric plus Q and minus Q, equal unaligned charges. This is A and A. Total subtractions. That is 2A. And dimension is again. This is A plus Q. This is A minus. This is a equatorial plane or perpendicular bisector. Equal dividing perpendicularly is called a perpendicular bisector or equatorial plane or equatorial line or equatorial axis. Because this point is exactly equal to middle, no, this distance will be equal to this distance. I will take this point and distance equal to R. This is center of the dipole. Distances are obviously from center of the dipole, so this is R, not this distance. But then what is this? This is A. This is theta. And this is A. What is this hypotenuse? This is a right angle point. So this is going to be under root of R square plus this. This also becomes under root of R square plus S. I write these points as A, B, and C. And because of the path charge, electrically we want at this point P. As here, this will take as B. This electric as C. At point A, I want the electric field resultant electric field because of path charge and negative. But because of the path charge, electric field is away from it. So this direction of electric field. Same statement you have to take is going to be taken as E1 because of the plus Q. And because of minus Q, that E1 is this side, so E2 is towards negative charge. This is the direction of E2. This is E2, E1 and E2. And this is theta. So this total line also becomes equal to T2. Same line. Okay. No, theta. Sorry. It's not also. E1 and E2. Q, distances are R square plus S square, distance are same. So charge is same, distance is same at the given point means you get the expression that as E1 is equals to E2. The resultant field must be in the direction exactly middle of the two total angles. So this is 180, this is 180, this is a theta. So this is also theta. 180 minus theta is like theta, but the resultant will be here in between. It is nothing but equal to E equal to resultant. You can construct the parallelogram also to find out the overall resultant. So this is horizontal, this is same line, this is a theta. So this is also theta, this is also theta. So at the point A, I want the resultant electric field, that is E equal to M or EQ. This value I want. Magnitude. Direction is in terms of the theta. Here, E1, E2 separately you will get the expressions, but you will get as E1 equal to E2, therefore resultant will be exactly the midpoint. So that will be alpha equal to theta by 2. This total angle by consider some point. Consider a dipole with charges plus q comma minus q and with separation 2a. So dipole moment becomes P equal to 2a. What is the dimension of dipole moment is 2a into q. Taking this bracket is not compulsory. Actually, you can take directly 2aq. I am writing that is 2a separated from q, but actually you can write 2aq directly. P equal to aq directed from minus q to plus q. In the examination, if you don't remember all these sentences, not necessary. P equal to 2aq, write dipole moment enough. And diagram you draw and steps enough. Taking the all equations is enough. Without mentioning sentence numbers. Next, R is the distance from point, say middle of the dipole, center of the dipole to given point A, where the electric field is E. Let EEQ is net electric field or field intensity H point A. And distance R, at a distance R from center of dipole O as a field. What refer to the field. The distance from each charge to the point A, AB and AC. What you get is AB equal to AC is equals to under root of R square plus A square. Next, electric fields due to plus Q. Electric field due to plus Q. At A is E1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon. Magnitude we are discussing only A. Not taking the medium in medium, so don't use K. K is 1 by A or into the charge, that is plus Q mod, just Q by distance square, that is AB square equal to AB whole square. But AB is under root of R square plus A square. For again square if you take the root will be removed. So left out one, this becomes E1. E1 is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square plus A square. Direction away from plus Q. That means the direction of BA will be. Next is electric due to minus Q at the same point. Fields due to minus Q. H A is E2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into minus Q mod again becomes plus by 4 pi epsilon by distance square Distance is AC square. But AC is again root square means root is removed. Therefore E2 is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square plus A square. Direction towards minus 3. Towards minus. So in this case we have the two fields E1 and E2, not in the same direction, not in the opposite direction. So what is done is we have to resolve these electric fields into components. So this E1 in this direction is nothing but equal to, in this direction what we get is E1. This E1 in the known angle side component, vectors already we discussed that. You could take this as a vector A bar, or I will take it as a F bar, and theta given with respect to x-axis. What is the component of the x-axis? Means known angle side always you get the cos component. So this Fx is equals to F cos theta. What is the other side? Theta is not given here. Then take it as a F sin theta is equals to F y axis. Known angles and cos component you get the other side with the sin component. If you don't remember which is what, then you take a triangle. Then cos theta sin theta equal to opposite by distance, you get the expression big point. But anyway, you better remember theta known angles and cos component, other side you get the sin component. So I want the electric fields here. These are into two perpendicular components. Two perpendicular components, vertical direction. I will take this x-axis, this is a y-axis. Then in this direction what you get here is, in this direction what you get here is y. This theta is known here. So what you get here is E1 cos theta. This side it is E1 sin theta. Here it is E1 cos theta. E1 cos theta. What about this E2? E2 also is always a component. This side is known angle side theta. That means cos theta you get. So plus E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta is nothing but equal to equivalent. And downward direction what you get here